And I'm Bella,
Welcome to the Holy Matrimony Podcast.
the holy insert whatever we're talking about
Podcast.
podcast.
Exactly.
Should that be the new name?
Holy insert here podcast.
Yeah, or do we just do like blank, like, the line underneath?
Yeah. Holy blank podcast.
That, like
Yeah.
holy blank or the blank? Because if you say holy blank podcast, some people would probably be like, wow, what's that podcast? Like,
Oh.
it's like a vulgar podcast?
Yeah, exactly. Like you're bleeping out. No, like holy, like
The
underscore.
line
Yeah.
underscore podcast.
Yeah.
But not underscore, because then that sounds like...
Yes. Like the under, not the word underscore,
Uh-huh.
but like underscored podcast.
I wonder what so holy underscore podcast, and it's
Yeah.
about us like going over people's decisions that we don't agree with.
And then
So
like whatever they
underscoring them?
scored them, we underscore it. Yeah.
Oh, you were thinking that. Am I not saying that right then?
Like underscore, like, hey, you score them a 10. Well, we're gonna.
Oh, see, I was thinking like you're underscoring them. So like if you say I like Cheetos and I'm like he doesn't like Cheetos, I'm like underscore, or is that not that word?
I don't know.
Did I make up that word?
You might have made
Oh,
that.
undermine.
Undermine is what
Oh,
you're thinking of.
I mixed up undermine and underscore.
I don't know if underscore like.
Oops, sorry guys.
All right, well that's not what we're talking about today.
We never are.
No.
These are what our cold opens.
Cold open,
Like
around,
in
like
SNL.
SNL.
Just kidding. We'll get to what we're actually talking about today
Yes.
after these messages.
But first,
First of all, we release new episodes every Thursday. That is on most of the major podcast players. I think all. I want to say all, but there's going to be somebody who's like, it's not on Podcast Plus, and I've never heard of that.
that's true.
But it's on most of the major
them, at least,
podcast
yes.
players, as well as on YouTube. So if you want to see our beautiful faces, our ever-changing shirts, our cool backgrounds, follow us on YouTube and watch us on YouTube. That channel is Holy Matrimony Podcast. So youtube.com/@holymatrimony, HOLYMATCHRIMONY. And you could follow us on social media. Actually, please follow us on social media. We are on X and Instagram @holymatrimony, same spelling.
Yes. So please like, comment, rate, review, share us with your friends. I said comment, but comment again. I don't know, all the fun stuff. I don't know if I said everything, but
like, push the little thumbs up button,
thumbs up, the
notification bell.
Just
Comment.
generally just talk about us in your day.
Yeah. Comment. I don't think you said that, so comment.
I don't think I said comment twice already, but comment again.
Okay.
Let us know what you want to hear, what you like from us, what you don't like from us, what you want to hear. When we have our little arguments, let us know who's right. All that good stuff.
It won't hurt our feelings. You can say who's right. It does not hurt our feelings.
It might hurt my feelings a little bit.
Okay, it doesn't hurt mine, though.
No,
I'm not a baby.
It does not hurt my feelings. You can say whatever you want to us.
I'm not sensitive.
Yeah, all that fun stuff. Please do all that. Follow us on all those places.
Is that like it?
Yeah.
You were just like kept going, so I was gonna let you just keep going.
I don't know. I mean, I could just keep going and talk about the whole time. Just how we want you to like, rate, review, subscribe.
And everyone clicked off here.
Yes. They said, okay, we're done.
Okay, that's not what we're here for.
Yes.
I don't even know if they know what they're here for, because we don't sometimes know.
No, we're here for today.
I think it's something about life and living.
Life and living. That's yes. The Holy Life and Living podcast.
The Holy Life and Living podcast.
Yes.
Particularly where you live.
Yes, as in like the state, the city, the town.
Yeah, but even deeper than that, like what you live
the community?
in. No, what you live in.
Oh, like a house.
A house, yes.
Okay, like in our house.
Yeah, I don't want to be like insensitive though, because some people live in apartments or like, I mean, right? Well, a house is a home. Well, no, but we're talking like, I think when you think house, you mean like a standalone single family.
Yes, so we mean
house.
Like the structure of what you live in.
Yeah, and then some people unfortunately don't live in anything. So, we don't want to be insensitive.
Yes, but we're talking about like
the structure.
Yes.
I think more importantly, the inside of the structure.
The interior.
That you live in.
Yes. So we're talking about like, we watch shows sometimes about like people that go like house hunting,
Oh, you didn't want to like plug them?
I don't want to give them free plugs. I don't need more.
I think just anything with the house, like renovation shows are
Y-
fun.
yes.
Not that that's us, but also we have looked at plenty of houses. We've bought
A
a house
few,
or two in
yeah.
our life,
Yes.
and I think there's always a disconnect on what's important and what's not.
Yeah, so we just thought that we should share this disconnect with people, see if other people have it. Is it
Yeah,
just us?
I think one thing everyone can agree on that everyone has done, and if you haven't, if you do it, you will fall into this too, is like the Zillow rabbit
Oh,
hole.
yes.
Because who actually goes, unless you're like actively looking for a house, who goes on Zillow and looks at houses you can afford?
Yes, 'cause, yeah, unless you're in the market for a house, right?
Yep.
You're trying to buy a house or whatever. But if you're not, you go on Zillow to look at houses that are way too expensive for you.
Yeah, because first of all, there's no reason to be on Zillow unless you're actively buying a house or
Yes.
selling, I guess.
Yes.
Um, but why do we do it? We go on Zillow and we'll like some. You always start in your town, and
Yeah.
you're like, well, what's out there? And then you always, for some reason, at least start at the $1 million mark.
Yeah, and you're like,
You never start at the 100,000 mark. Well, I don't even think you could buy a house for 100,000 anymore.
but
But
yes.
you never start at a reasonable mark. You always go immediately to the $1 million homes, and then you
Yes.
just climb from there. Then something in you is like, because unless you live in like California, New York, something, you're like, oh my gosh, like I wonder this house on the market somewhere else, right?
Yes.
So then you're like, let's see. Well, in California, what's $1 million house? Then you get sad for Californians.
Yes. But during that time, you're always comparing. You're like, oh, well, this $4 million mansion only has 22 bathrooms, and this $4 million mansion has 26 bathrooms. That's obviously a better deal, right?
Yeah, the toxic trait of the Zillow rabbit holers is that you will look at a $20 million house and you will critique it
You're like, I don't like that backsplash.
as if somebody gave you that $20 million house, you wouldn't just love it.
Yes,
But also, you can't afford it anyway. So, what are you commenting on?
because it makes us feel better to find something that we can complain about.
Yeah, I think that's the common ground in the country
Yeah.
is the fact that you will go on Zillow, find the most expensive house, and critique something. You
You're
never
like,
are just like, wow, it's perfect.
you're like, why did they put carpet? That's you know what I mean? Like,
You're like, I mean, I wouldn't have chose the green cabinets, but
but okay.
they're cabinets you've never heard. It's like a wood imported from something you've never heard of, and the cabinet like talks to you, and you still are going to complain about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
We also have like been known to watch mansion tours like on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
and those are also toxic because you're like, well, that's a stupid chandelier, even though it's handmade, imported glass or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like a channel where he goes through the most expensive houses in the country's world sometimes,
yes.
and you're like, yeah, I don't know if I would do that one. I think as if you wouldn't live in the house. You're like, no, I definitely like the other one better.
Yeah.
Or my perfect house is if they took the upper floor from this house and put it on the lower floor from this house, then I would get it.
Then it'd be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, as if you're in the market for $100 million house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we all want to be.
I think it's a coping mechanism. Because if you sat there and you're like, wow, I'm never gonna afford that, that's really depressing. But if you sit there and like, well, I wouldn't buy it anyway,
Right.
it makes you feel better.
It makes you feel better because you're choosing.
Yeah,
It's not your finances choosing for you.
exactly. But yeah, we're not talking about million. We've never,
No.
owned or lived in $1 million home.
No, I've looked at them on Zillow a lot.
Yeah, and I have my opinion. So if anyone wants to know my
Yes.
opinions on a mansion,
Yes.
say you're in the market for a mansion and you're like, I just don't know. Send it in to me. I'll tell you what's right and wrong with it.
Yes, and then you can decide from there.
Yeah. So, but that's not us.
No, so we're talking more of reasonable homes,
Mhm.
right? When you look for whatever, and everybody's reasonable is different. So we're
Yes.
just talking about when we've gone to look for homes,
Mhm.
or we've seen those shows and look for homes. We notice that what we look at, things we want, are different.
Now, even within us, reasonable has been different at times.
Yes,
I think our first house, I was ready to go top of the budget, and you were
I
like,
was not.
but why not? I sat there and I was like, well, why not?
because
Because why?
I'm not ready to make that. That's a big leap. So
Because
off the
money
bat-
is a difference.
right off the bat, money's a difference for us.
Yeah, I'm not one of the women who thinks we should go above our means.
No, of course,
I don't do that.
no.
But well, and even I think the last house we bought, I didn't even want to go to the top of like what we would have been approved for.
Yes,
Just because of the monthly payment. So I was reasonable, but the first house,
yes.
you were talking about like $100 a month difference. Now we were younger.
Yes.
Today I'd be like, no, $100 a month is a big difference. But then I was like, it's only $100 difference. Why don't we look at the nicer houses?
Yeah.
And
I
you just did not
I
like
did
that.
not want to. I thought, you know what? This is the top of our budget. That we shouldn't go that high. So budget right away for us has always been like, okay, that's the first point of where we differ from.
Yeah, because I think, and now being like older, I don't think you should ever go above your means. I don't even think you should ever go at your means.
Yes.
But say we have a range. Like, let's just say this is not us. Say we have a $50,000 range. Not us. But we live in the world where we do. I'm willing to spend more. So go to the top of the $50,000 range for a better house or something I want.
Yes.
And I don't know about you on that.
It depends. Well, one thing I've learned,
Mhm.
and not no shade thrown here to any realtors out there, is you never tell your realtor your top budget because they will
No.
go above it every time.
Oh, well, they will go to the top and then beyond.
Yes. So
Yes.
so that's life pro tip: never tell your realtor your full budget.
Yeah, and I get it. That's their job.
Yeah.
Like they make commission, so I'm not mad at them.
No,
They're
yeah.
hustling out there.
And I get it. We've seen like those shows where they're like, I have to show you what your top budget can get you to be real, and it's not what you think it can get you. I get
Well,
those too.
I think in the shows what they do. This is this is my favorite like house hunters type.
Yes.
Well, there's two favorites, but one of them is the here's my list of just the craziest stuff. Like it's like a 50-mile long list. And they're like, yeah, I want marble countertops. I want to make sure every closet's exactly 10 foot by 10 foot. And I want outlets only on the left side of the door. Like they have the craziest stuff. And then it's like, what's the budget? 90,000. Dude.
Yeah, yeah.
And so then they're going to $90,000 homes and they're mad. So the realtor says, you know what? Fine. I'm going to find you a house with everything you want.
Yep.
They take them to that house. I'm like, oh, I love it. Well, how much is it? 300,000.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, but yep, this is what you can get.
So I'm totally about like setting expectations
Yes.
because I don't think people know.
Right. So I get that.
Yeah.
But yes, so that's one thing I will never just be like, yeah, here's what we got approved for. All this, go find us a house because they're never gonna find you what you want.
No, they want the highest.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm not mad. That's their job.
That's their job.
And like
Yeah,
they hustle, they got to make money.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we go below.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. So like for us, if even we go below, there's always a point where I mean, you should. If you're not talking with the person you're buying a house with about a budget, that's pretty wild.
That's true.
But we always will talk about a budget. I'm willing to go to the top of it if it's a house that I think is worth it.
Because I think that's where we differ. What do you think is worth it? What do I think is worth it?
Well, and that's the conversation, isn't
Because
it?
for me, when I look at homes, like what are things that I like? You know,
Honestly, what though? What do you like?
I don't like there to be a yard, which we know very famously. I do not like doing yard work.
Which is against like, and everyone's like, then live in an apartment or condo. That's what everyone's saying right now.
I honestly, for the longest times, we've had bigger dogs, so and dogs that wouldn't be allowed in certain places,
Or they were not trained
Yes.
to like live in an apartment.
or else I would have.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because yes, so I want as little of a yard as possible,
hmm
as little maintenance as possible. So I want it to be done. I want it to be move-in ready.
Yeah, when you say move-in ready, you mean like I'm not even gonna lift a finger and clean. I'm the cleaner.
Yes,
But in your perfect world, it would be like I would just actually the furniture's in there already.
that'd be great. Yeah, 100%.
Stuff's hung up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you
Yeah.
move-in ready. So you're like to the top of that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. Actually.
Yeah, but see, that's it. See, so I actually agree. I like the single family like home, right? Just like a house, like what we
Mhm.
consider detached,
Yeah.
right? Because then that's just you.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about other people. If it's like a condo and people are above you or something happens, like you're dealing with everybody with you.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that's nice.
Yeah. But I do agree I like minimal yard
Yes.
because yeah, it just sucks kind of taking care of it. But also, I mean, I don't need to look out at acres and acres. And if I did, that'd be different.
Yeah.
To me, it's either a small yard or you're buying land.
And you're living like on a farm or like
Yeah.
on land. Yes.
Yeah, I don't like I live in like a suburb community and I have a huge yard. No, that's stupid. Just go live in the country, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's your. I agree. I don't think it's stupid. I think it's people's taste. You know what I mean?
Well, this is Bella's the Holy Bella's Opinion
Holy
podcast.
Holy Bella's opinion podcast. Yes.
So so I do agree with you on the yard.
Yes.
I do also agree with you on move-in ready. Yeah, I'm not really here to build a house. I love watching the videos of somebody buying an old house and renovating it.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's just ain't me, dog.
It's not me. If that's going to happen, I have to pay somebody to renovate it.
Yes. And if I had to pay somebody to renovate it, then I'm definitely going way under my budget to buy
Yeah,
a house. So and plus
this is true.
it takes time. And yeah,
Hmm.
I just want to be done with it. I just want to be moving and done.
Yeah, I mean, I like to be able to like set the house up.
That's
You
all
don't
you.
even like that, but yeah, I agree. Moving ready,
Yes.
no projects.
I guess the only other thing I look for in a house is like I like to have I like to have a garage
Hmm.
and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and so when I walk in,
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying there's not women out there, but most women agree. I'm looking at that kitchen and I'm looking at the bathrooms.
Hmm. What does it matter?
Well, you don't care because you don't cook.
That's true. I don't. I can, but I don't.
You don't.
I choose not to.
Yeah, but then also like the bathroom. If the bathroom's not nice, I'm not sitting in there too
I
long.
mean, you shouldn't sit in there too long, anyways. It's a bathroom.
Yeah, but it's got like to me a house. You could tell what the rest of the house is going to be by how nice the kitchen and the bathrooms are.
Yeah, but like, so I think that's where we differ a lot is the kitchen. Let's start there.
Well, first of all, I do. Okay, watching these shows, I don't want to say I like a big kitchen because what some people mean by big kitchen, no, but I also don't like a tiny kitchen.
Yeah, some of these shows, their big kitchen is like they want like an industrial kitchen.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
Yeah.
I don't cook like that.
No.
I'm
No.
not a chef.
No.
We don't have like 8 kids running around. So I understand for some people you need more room. It's just us.
Mhm.
What I like from the kitchen is the storage space,
Yeah.
I think. And so the storage space I want, it does have to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Like that doesn't bother me.
It,
We just have less stuff.
well, yeah, but I want it to put away and organized. So I don't want.
Right. So if you want organized, which means you can fit it into smaller places.
No, because if you have all the stuff to put in there.
Yeah, but see, that's where I think we differ. Like the less cabinet space you have, the less you have to fill up, which means the less money you have to spend buying stuff.
When was the last time I bought a kitchen thing?
And now, because we've had so much, but if we wouldn't have had the space in the first place to even buy it,
I don't think we actually bought a lot of kitchen stuff.
that's true.
Being a married couple, people will buy you.
That's
That's
true.
like the
We've given
gift.
stuff, yeah, like
Yeah, kitchen stuff's not where I go crazy.
that's true. But yeah, I mean, I think I get it more now. Like
Hmm.
if we were gonna buy a house now, which we're not, but if we're going to buy a house now,
Hmm.
I understand more. I think for a long time I didn't understand the kitchen.
Well, and I also like, and I'm not even talking marble countertops, stainless steel. I just like a kitchen that's very clean and doesn't look like it came out of the 80s.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, I don't think that's too unreasonable.
No, I think that like so looking at some of the houses we've had in the past and we've lived in the past, like we're at a time in our life now where I understand you cook a lot more. That makes
Hmm.
sense. There was a time we didn't really cook at all, and so I was like, why does the kitchen matter? Because we don't cook.
But like, and this is a question for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
If you go into somebody else's house or whatever, one of the main things you'll probably see is the kitchen.
Yeah.
But also I am honestly curious about this because me, it's not, and I don't judge people's houses. Anybody who has a house, just good for them. We gotta be
Mm-hmm.
grateful. But like, if we're going off of, what I want to look good, to me, it's a kitchen. Like, I do honestly think if the kitchen looks nice, then it's kind of like good for the rest of the house.
Yeah, I could
And
see
I'm not
that.
even saying because obviously people have different tastes.
Yeah.
So I have my opinions on what color I want my cabinets, but that's nuanced stuff. I'm talking about like if I walk into somebody's house and say I like pull up to their nice house, they have like yards all done. I walk in, they have like a nice sitting room. Everything's nice, but I go in their kitchen and it's from like the 70s and not in the way they made it look like it's from the 70s. It is.
Yeah.
That's like kind of a turn off for me.
Yeah, but it's just a kitchen. It doesn't really matter. Does it get the job done? Does it have an oven? Does it have a stove? Does it have a microwave? Gets the job done. That's all you need.
Yeah, see, I want it to look nice. I want my kitchen to look nice.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest things is the kitchen.
Yeah.
You don't care about that.
No.
But the bathrooms obviously don't. I don't know, like a nice bathroom, it's just like attractive. And I'm
No.
not even talking, my standards aren't crazy.
No, but I'm like, I mean, I like a place to have two bathrooms, because
Oh, we agree on that.
Yeah,
At
but
least, well, for our situation, if I had like kids, I'd want more.
yes, but other than that, I don't care what they look like. They could look like a porta potty. I don't care. It's a bathroom. Gets the
You
job
don't care
done.
if it looked like a porta potty.
Okay, that's exaggeration, but you know what I mean.
Well, I know you'll go to the bathroom anywhere you need to go.
If you gotta go, you gotta go. You know
But yeah, I want a nice bathroom.
why?
I don't know. And when I say nice, I'm not talking about,
I guess like
the mansion's
who do
nice.
we entertain? You
It's
know,
for me. I want it to be nice
but why?
because I'm going to live in it.
Yeah, but like that's just not something that matters to me.
But I think, and you tell me, I think I have reasonable standards for our budgets.
I think you do.
Like, I'm not sitting here thinking that I deserve, like, imported Italian marble, you know?
No, I
I
think you
don't got
do.
that
Again,
budget.
especially watching again, who knows, but especially watching some of those shows, some of these things these people want, I'm like, what are you expecting to get?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, tell me, is it better the situation I said where they like give the 50-mile list and then they have like a $2 budget? Or is it funnier? This is like different, but like it's gonna be a good episode of House Hunters when they're like, yeah, my budget is 2.5 million. And you're like, wow, cool. And like, get to know them.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I carve beads for a living and I mend yarn.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, wait, what
We
jobs are
watch
those that
those
you get $2 million?
House Hunters all the time,
Yeah.
and I don't understand that. Like, how can you afford that?
But these jobs they say they can, so I just want to know how you get these
Yeah,
jobs.
exactly. I wanna carve beads or whatever they do, like make garbanzo pellets or something. I don't know. Like,
But they do it.
yeah, they do it. They do it.
And I mean, so
Or
they get 2.5 million.
again, kind of a side quest here, but we also watched another one. What Love or List It? Is that what it's
Oh
called?
yeah, I love that.
Where
Good show.
for some reason everybody has to have their house when they want a new house. So we're looking for a new house. They always want it in the same neighborhood.
But that's when it was in Canada, so I don't know if anybody knows the show Love It or List It. That's the early seasons. They filmed it in Canada. I can't speak for them what they mean by same neighborhood and why that's important because I understand like when you have kids, so here, most people you won't hear them say, "Well, I want the same neighborhood" unless they really like it. But they'll say it needs to be in the same district for the schools.
School
I
district.
don't know
Okay.
if that's what they mean in Canada. That might mean the same thing.
Gotcha. So if it's like if for them a neighborhood's like a school district, then that might be what it
But
is.
also, like, what's the definition of a neighborhood, I guess,
Yeah.
too? Because does neighborhood mean, like, the town? Does it mean your little, like, because for us, right, we have, like, these built communities.
Yes.
Is that what they mean?
I don't
I don't
know
know.
because like, but we've seen some of them where their house is like down the street and they move. And I'm like, why would you want to move down the street? I get it's a nicer house, but like, do you want to do all that to move down the street?
Well, I mean, I think that is something we agree on. We hate moving.
I hate moving.
The process of moving is just awful. And most people be like, yeah, everybody hates that. But some of you do it like it's going out of style. So,
Yeah, we only do it when we have to.
yeah, I don't like that. But I think, see, this is what I'm saying though. This is why I'm willing to spend a little more on a house and make sure it has the things I like. Because instead of just buying a house that I kind of like, expecting, well, but we could just move in 2 years. No, I want to get the house that I'm staying in either forever or until we have to move for work or something.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but I also think that like you know, there's things like so. What's something that you would really want that you think that like okay? So we talked about kitchen and bathroom. Is there anything else that you're like I really like this in a house?
Floors are really big for me. Um, because we're no project people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want all hardwood in my like perfect
Right.
like dream house. Like it'd be all hardwood. We've had some houses with hardwood, but never full. Now, and I know a lot of people are like, well, you could just do that yourself or you could pay somebody, but that's what we don't want to do.
Yeah.
So if I can't afford a house that has all hardwood, and so there's going to be carpet, I want the carpet to be nice. And once again, people are going to be, you can replace the carpet. No, when we say move in ready, I'm moving into the house I'm living
We
in.
don't want to do anything until at the very least until we move again.
Or until we just choose to. Say we have enough money saved up, or we're like, you know what, I want something done with the house.
Yeah. We're
So
not project people though.
no. So like if it's gonna have carpet, I want to move into a house where they either recently replaced the carpet or
Or
like
it's
the carpet's in good
really
condition.
good shape. Yeah. See that makes sense to me, and we've talked a lot about reasons for hardwood and what we
Mhm.
like and stuff. So I think that makes sense. That's something I understand.
Mhm.
I agree with. But I also think that like all those things have a price, and so like if you have two houses that are very similar,
Mhm.
one has things, one doesn't. There's still a price that's worth it or not, and is it worth it? I don't know. It depends on the price. It depends on the house.
I mean, I think it is. I think another big thing, the country. Shout out to my siblings. They know what I'm talking about. The pantry.
The pantry. Hmm.
I need a pantry. I just need it.
Yeah. I mean, I like having one too.
Sorry, guys. There was a weird sound
You heard that too? Yeah. I don't.
coming out of our studio, so I think we both had to
Huh.
make sure, somebody wasn't coming to tour our house.
Yeah.
I,
Okay. We're good. That's it. Anyways,
as we like to say, it's just the wind.
just the wind.
Even if it's not just the wind.
Sure, it was just the wind.
Oh, yeah, so
Mm.
sorry, intermission there.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, the pantries are nice. I do agree with
Mhm.
that. Like, it's nice having like open it up and be like, oh, there's all my food I got.
Like, yeah, I obviously here's the thing. Bottom line for me is, if we don't have the money, I understand you don't get everything you want.
Yes.
So I'm not greedy. And I think everybody likes different things, but also I do think you have to know what you can get. So when I say I need a pantry, obviously, if unfortunately I didn't have the money for one, I don't get one.
Yeah. Or
But
they were just like, if we're having to move and like all the houses we're looking at don't have one, then oh well, it doesn't. That's the case.
I mean, no, if I have the money for a pantry, I'm getting a pantry.
But let's say we're moving somewhere
Uh-huh.
and there's the options for houses are very limited and they literally don't have one.
Well, do we have to move?
Let's hypothetically say we did.
Oh, then yeah.
Like, yeah, like for work, let's say we're moving.
Yeah, but if I have the luxury to choose, I'm gonna wait.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like, well, we're not gonna like. We also understand expectations and limits, and like if something had to happen, something has to happen.
Oh, yeah. No, we're talking. This is not. We're not talking in the world where we have these limitations.
Yes.
We have just what our limitations are now. So a pantry is really important to me. And I honestly don't know how people live without one. I also understand if like there's not a pantry, but there's a space to put like a cabinet that you make a pantry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm fine with that too. But there's like people, they'll have like these big kitchens and there's not a pantry and they use the cupboards, and I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. I want a pantry.
That makes sense.
And so it's like, and that's one of the things to me. Okay, well, we're looking at two houses. One is $5,000 more, but it has a nicer kitchen, definitely a pantry. It has slightly nicer kitchen and bathroom. I'm gonna pay more.
Yeah. I mean,
You said, no.
I think it depends. I mean, it depends on the house. Depends on if it speaks to me or not. You know.
Okay, what about, so here's something that could actually be debated. Like certain room sizes. So certain rooms and their sizes. Is that make or break for you?
It's definitely not make or break.
What's
well,
make or break for you? Just if the roof's off?
Yeah, yeah. Is it 4 walls on a roof? Yeah.
Like, in like the Game of Life, the old, I don't know if the new games, but they have like the one, it's called the split, or the fault line house or whatever. House?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like split in half so that's where you draw the line.
That's draw the line. Yeah, no, I think like because we don't have kids and things like, so well, our needs are very specific, right? Or like not
they're
for
just
everybody.
like, yeah.
So like, yeah, I like to have a bigger master bedroom, obviously, because that's two of us.
Let's be real though. Question to all the parents out there, because we've seen this a million times on House Hunter, all the house shows. There will be a family with like 5 kids, and every time we guess it, that those parents will not choose a house if the master bedroom's not up to standard. Yes. They would literally rather cut one of the kids' bedrooms and make them share than have a like a bad bedroom.
Yes.
So my question to the parents out there, is that all parents, or are those just the ones you see on House Hunters? Because every time, like there was that one where that guy was like, he got an ensuite in the master, and literally he was like, well, there's that like attic space upstairs or whatever, and it was like really bad. And he's like, we'll eventually renovate that, and then my kids can have that. So the kids all had to share a bedroom until he decided to renovate this attic space that wasn't even like good enough for a bedroom.
Yes.
So he could have the ensuite.
Yep.
Is that so? Like, yeah, is that all parents? And hey,
that's how we feel, but we don't have kids. So,
yeah, I mean, and I'm not judging. I'm honestly asking the parents out there, how important is the master bedroom compared to what your kids will get?
That's a good question.
And I don't want lies. I don't want parents being like, no, it's my kids. No. I want the truth.
Yes.
But anyway, like, that's a side note.
So like that's nice to have, but at the same time, we spend a lot of our time like in like the living room, TV, or whatever. So if I had to pick like a big master bedroom or a big living room, I'd rather have the bigger living room.
And that's why I was asking, because I agree.
Yeah.
We spend all of our time here really in the living room, except for sleeping.
Yes.
So it is a make or break for me what the living room looks like and how big it is.
Yeah, like that's probably the room that I would care about the most as far as like size and space and stuff.
Yeah.
And like layout wise, that's probably the one I'd care about the most.
Okay, because yeah, for like I said, guys, this isn't talking. Well, if you just don't have the budget for a big, no,
No.
we're talking like if you have the budget, and so you go into a house, and it's like one house is 4 bedrooms, but it's a smaller living area, but the other house only has 3 bedrooms, and the living area is bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That matters to me. Even if I have to spend a little more, I want the better living room.
Yeah, and we're talking here, everybody, as people who, if we won the lottery, we could afford these houses that we were looking at.
Hmm.
All right, we wouldn't even want it because they're too big. We not
No, no, yeah.
not saying we wouldn't want it. Obviously, we take it,
Oh, we take it, yeah.
but like we're type of realistic people that are like, okay, we're gonna do a small house, so we don't have to take care of it.
Yeah, actually, my like dream scenario, if I won the lottery, I actually don't want to buy a house that's already there. I want to build my own.
Yeah.
Because what our specifications don't exist.
Yeah, because we want like a small house that's very like has all the amenities of a big house, but in a small house.
Yeah, well, and I mean, what
Amenities
the
of
term small is means
well,
a lot to different people. I'm talking at most 3 bedrooms.
yes,
Realistically, 2 bedrooms. And I want those 2 bedrooms nice.
yes.
Like the second bedroom would also have an ensuite. It'd be nice. It wouldn't be as big as the master, but close. So when we have guests, they're staying nice and pretty. Also, that only means one
One
guest
guest
at
at
a
a time.
time or one family, whoever fits in the room.
Yep.
Sorry, everybody out there. Um, and then the most of the space would be a living area, a decent sized kitchen. I want, so if we do have doggies again, I
Mm-hmm.
want like the mudroom with a dog bath in it.
Yeah, that's nice. I've seen those.
I actually want a nice yeah, I know you don't care. I like good laundry room, so I build like a nice laundry room.
Yeah. So let's see like that all that stuff that like, but we wouldn't build like a, these you see these like 10,000 square foot mansions. No.
No, I mean, I think we've talked about it. If you could build our perfect house, and yeah, we want like all the stuff. Like I want the house, like I want to just like blink at it and it turns on or whatever.
Yeah.
I think like 1,800 square feet tops is what we need.
Like maybe 2,000. You know what I mean? Depending on how big you want like the living room.
Yeah, but even I mean we've talked like 1,800 is good.
Yes.
Yeah, if I won like the $1 billion lottery, I'd probably go a little bigger.
Yes.
But also, actually, if I won the $1 billion, I would get like a big ridiculous house, but I could pay somebody to clean it.
I would just get like a space shuttle and live in space.
Yeah.
Live on the International Space Station. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be an astronaut.
No.
Well, that's rude. Like those people actually go up there and do stuff. Like they actually like work.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would just be hang out with them.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, what you doing today?
Just coming out.
Yeah.
Or floating out.
Floating out, be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Oh, we going outside today? Let's go. Come on.
Well, I'm not living in space. So.
No, me and the astronaut. Like, oh, you want to go throw a ball outside? Let's go.
No. But what I'm saying is, so in that case, you're going to space and I get the house.
Come visit.
Yeah, because that's how it is. Yeah, that's nice.
If you have $1 billion.
Yeah, if I have $1 billion, I'm gonna live in a nice house and pay people to literally feed me in my mouth.
Yeah, but would you even that though? Would you really want like a 10,000 square foot house? That's huge.
Maybe not 10,000, but at least 5.
That's huge.
But why? Like, why do you care? I'm the one that has to clean it. And I bet most people who clean their houses would agree. That's why you don't want a big house, is because you have to clean it. But if you could afford somebody else to clean it, you would probably be living in something stupid.
Yeah, I also think that's one of those things like you could just get a smaller house and not have to pay somebody to clean it.
Okay, but listen.
Then you get more money to do more fun things.
See, I think what you think of a big house is, oh, well, it's going to have 10 bedrooms, 20 bathrooms, which also, yeah, by the way, rich people, do you have so many bathrooms in these mansions because you can't dare walk 5 extra steps to a good bathroom? Or is it like you go to the bathroom that much? Like, I'm honestly curious when it came to these mansions and I'm not exaggerating when I say they have 10 bedrooms and they'll have 15 bathrooms.
Yeah, any house that has more bathrooms than bedrooms, it's wild.
That means you're rich.
Yeah.
Well, I understand it in the sense of like, well, you have one guest. So you have 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. Because if you have that much money, that means each bedroom has its own, which good for them. And then you have the guest bathroom.
Yeah.
But I'm saying when they have like double the amount of bathrooms, I'm not judging. I'm honestly asking.
But that would be crazy to have if you had like 5 bedrooms and each one had their own bathroom with it.
Oh, I would love that.
That's crazy. That's
if
awesome.
I didn't have to clean it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not cleaning 6 bathrooms. But anyway, so my point was, I think that's what you think.
Mm-hmm.
But say you had a 5,000 square foot house. huge master that had like those like nice showers that are like,
Mm-hmm.
I
It
mean,
rain like it like rains or
it's like
whatever.
somebody
Like
comes out of the wall and washes you
yeah,
for you pretty much like
yeah.
in the huge closet, so everything's like, you know. But then so then it has a guest bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
It has the really nice living room. But part of the 5,000 square feet, there's a bowling alley. Oh,
Mm,
there's a game room. There's a theater. There's a candy
okay.
store. Something like,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
I think you're just thinking, well, 5,000, that means all these
Yeah,
bedrooms.
yeah. If you're talking, well, and so that's where I agree with you on that. Like, if we won the Mega
The
Million
billions.
billions,
Yeah, the
yeah,
$1 billion.
you know, yes, because the actual living space of our house still would only be like 1,800 square feet. It's all the other stuff we'd have,
But
right?
see, so then all of a sudden, you would live in a 10,000 square foot house.
Yes, that makes sense. I was thinking of like the actual living area of the house itself.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, heck yeah, I would do a bowling. I would do a bowling alley.
Like we have like an arcade.
Yeah, we love arcades.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you all of a sudden 10,000 square feet would fill up really
Yeah,
fast if you got what you
I'd go to
wanted.
the dollar store and just fill it up with like cheap prizes, and
I
we
mean,
did.
do you not see all this stuff? Like all this collectible stuff? You just have like different rooms of different collections. All of a sudden 10,000 square feet doesn't seem so bad.
Yes, agreed. Again, I was thinking of it as like a normal house with like normal living space. I
Hmm?
still would only want like 2 rooms, like two actual bedrooms.
Oh yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I mean? Like
yeah, we're definitely like that's where we are unless we were to have kids.
yes, but like that. So like yes, the house might be huge if
Mhm.
if we're gonna do this, but it would be filled with all fun stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So if you won the billion, all of a sudden, yeah, you're gonna live in a ten
Yeah,
thousand
yeah,
square
yeah.
foot
That
house.
makes sense. Yeah, like one room just for like a suit of armor. Why we buy a suit of armor for some reason?
Oh yeah,
Rich people
no.
always have stupid stuff like that.
Oh yeah, there's that one mansion that has the T Rex,
Yeah,
like actual T Rex
yeah,
skeleton. Oh yeah, easy.
yeah,
I'm getting like dumb stuff.
yeah, yeah. Why
Like I
not?
would have like, oh yeah, it would just be like
Like
like the
one,
lion statues outside for no
yeah,
reason.
one's like like those fun houses, like the House of Mirrors. One room just give me that for no reason at all.
Not even the housemates, the ones you have to escape. It's like the
Yeah,
mirror room you
yeah,
have to
yeah. That's what
escape.
I'm. Yeah, it's like a maze.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like all of a sudden, you see, you say you don't, but now you
Yeah.
do.
Okay, but when you put it that way, yeah, when it's basically just an amusement park, but then a little house on top or whatever.
But see, this is the point I'm trying to prove to you. I don't think you think big enough. Like so in houses, you're just like, well, I just don't care. Like I'll just live in, a house that's like a shack and it's
Yeah,
kind of falling apart.
for sure.
But when you think about it, you don't think about it just like basic, like spend a little more on something you want.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get a bowling alley. I can't afford a bowling alley in my house though.
Well, okay, yeah, that was if it was the billions. But if it was just like, okay, this house is 5,000 more than the other
And
house,
it's got a
but
bowling alley in it. Heck
no,
yeah.
no, not a bowling alley. But the one room was bigger and has all these built-in shelves so I could put all my collectible stuff. That doesn't entice you?
So maybe now where we're at in our life. For a long time, I didn't have a lot of stuff displayed as much, and now where we're at in our life, I think that might.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that would entice me a little more.
Yeah, see, that's all I'm saying.
Like I said, in the past though, it wouldn't have for sure.
Hmm.
You know, but now I think having a house like the Clue house, like the board on Clue, like
Oh, well, I mean,
you
yeah.
get a library, the ballroom.
Okay, yeah, that's if you're rich again though,
But
because I'm not cleaning all that.
no, 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 but the ballroom for us instead of ballroom, it's like bowling alley. You know what I mean? Like or the billiard room's arcade room,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I mean, well, yeah, that's the big money.
Yeah.
But see, and this is where I think, see, we're kind of lucky as a married couple because there is a lot of things that we agree on,
Yes.
and there's a lot of compromises we're both willing to make. We've also seen it not only in like real life, but also in these shows where, well, the husband wants the 3 car garage, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
wife wants the updated kitchen. And so they found 2 houses, both in the budget. Well, which one do you go with? Because one doesn't have the 3 car garage, but the nice kitchen. The other one
Mm-hmm.
has a 3 car garage and a
No.
bad kitchen.
Yes.
Well, who wins?
Yes. That's what we've learned to compromise on certain things. What's really important.
But also, we're not like complete opposites.
No.
It's more, I guess maybe I got lucky because you just kind of don't care.
Yes.
The only thing is, like, I might have to fight you on the budget.
Budget.
But if I'm like, oh, I really want this kitchen, you're like, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's not something that you want so bad in the house that we'll have to fight about.
No. Now I want a bowling alley. That's so now.
Oh, so now,
Yeah.
so
Next house bowling alley.
can you afford a bowling alley?
If it's just the bowling alley.
Oh, so you just want to buy a bowling
Yeah,
alley?
yeah. We're just gonna live in the bowling alley.
So you're gonna like buy like a bowling alley and we'll run it, but then also live there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't want to run it. I don't want people at the house. Just me and you.
So you just want to buy like an abandoned bowling alley
Yeah.
and what, renovate it and live there?
Who doesn't get renovated? We'll just live there. We'll just throw some mattresses down.
On a no, yes, you just want me to sleep on like one of the lanes.
We'll sleep like where they do their shoe rentals. We'll sleep there.
You don't even want to take the shoe rental thing out.
I mean, that's renovating, so no.
Okay, so now all of a sudden, now you have something.
I mean, I don't even like bowling that much. I just think the novelty of having one in your house is pretty funny.
Okay, so question.
Yeah.
So there's a house we're looking at.
Yeah.
And for 2,000 more, so it's like house, it's all good. 2,000 more, you could buy a bowling alley
Instead of a house, or like
instead of the house. So exactly what you said, you just have to throw a mattress on the ground. So it's even more than the other house. Which one are you buying?
I mean, I want to say bowling alley, but real me would probably
It's only 2,000 more. It's only
bowling
2,000
alley.
more.
Let's go bowling alley. Why not?
Does really?
No, no. I'm saying this as a joke. No,
I don't know. I think you might.
maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Is there a bowling alley for sale?
I mean, somewhere.
Somewhere close to us. Let's go.
I I don't know. I don't just know where all the bowling alleys are
The question is, would you sleep on a mattress on the floor in a bowling alley
for like a night.
for a night?
I'm not living in a bowling alley.
Why not? It's got everything you need.
What? The alley? That's it. Just the lanes. It doesn't have a room. Doesn't have a kitchen.
Oh, most bowling alleys have kitchens.
Yeah,
They cook food and stuff in there.
not like an actual kitchen.
I'm sure it has an oven. I'm sure it has a microwave. They got TVs all over the place.
So you really want me to go live in a
Because you
bowling?
mentioned like,
The bathrooms are gross.
okay, we could renovate the bathrooms.
Not the kitchen though.
What do you need in the kitchen? You got everything you need.
It's been used and dirty. And do you think they like keep it exceptionally clean?
This one, hypothetically, let's say it does.
But the bathrooms weren't.
Well, the bathrooms don't have a shower, so that's the only thing we need to get is a shower.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Mm-hmm. Trying to think what else it doesn't have. Doesn't have a living room.
The lanes, they have TVs all over the place.
Uh-huh. Um. Yeah. Yeah.
Think about
Well, a bedroom, because you're not willing to renovate it to become a bedroom. You just want to throw a mattress
it.
on
Mattress
the ground.
down, we'll throw some curtains up. Okay, what about an abandoned theater? Movie theater. That's also a good one.
Honestly, that might just be kind of creepy.
Kind of cool, though.
Yeah, like in theory, it'd be cool because they have like multiple rooms. So yeah, you could do that.
Mm,
I mean, there are people who buy like old schools and renovate them and stuff.
that's creepy.
No, a school for sure, but it is kind of cool that they could do that. If I
Yeah.
could renovate, I would totally buy like an abandoned theater and renovate it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And then you could like, live on top and like, I'll just show up my favorite movies all the time.
Oh, it would work. Like you want to watch one movie and I don't. Well, you go to one theater, watch yours, and I'll go to the other and watch mine.
Like the old school like reels and everything.
Oh, you think it's so old that we can't even get like a new projector?
All we can do is whatever reels they have. Like the old school movie reels they have.
Yeah, that might be kind of creepy though. It's
Just
for
showing-
sure haunted.
Just showing stuff from like the 50s, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
love
see,
this.
why do it if you're not going to pay somebody or have people come in?
No, I mean,
I would charge them.
yeah, I agree. Like I said, now I wouldn't mind. We win the billion. We have a bowling alley in our house and a theater in our house. That's where I'm thinking we go.
Yeah, I already said that earlier.
Yeah, but
I said one room would be a bowling alley, one would be a theater.
yeah, I'm kind of circling back to that idea.
Oh, you're like taking the idea.
Yeah, it's mine
You
now.
were trying to, but I got it.
Yeah, but it's mine now.
Oh, is that just how ideas work?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Kind
kind
of.
of. I mean, but I have it on video, so win.
It's not posted yet. I can just take it.
Dang, you're
I
right.
can just cut. I edit it. I'll just edit you saying that.
I guess you guys will see.
I'll say it.
With the
I'll
version
say it,
you
say
get.
it in my voice.
We'll see the version you guys get when it comes out. When you're listening to this, we'll see.
Well, I think we've decided.
I think we've decided there's some noises going
There's
on.
some noises going on. Let's go figure what that is. I think we've decided
Hmm.
enough about our house.
Maybe we do need a new house.
We might. Yeah. Well, we got some compromises in there.
Yeah, I am honestly curious for people out there. Everybody loves house stuff.
Yeah.
So you're lying if you don't comment on this. Like, what's important to you in a house? Some of the things I asked about, like the house hunters and the Zillow. I need to know
Yes.
where everybody stands on this.
Yes.
And let me know who's right, who's wrong, what you guys feel.
And would you live in a abandoned bowling alley?
Yeah, and not renovate it according to
Yeah,
William.
you just throw
Would you
mattress
just
down.
live in? Would you just live in it? And we're talking like if you have money, would that be the choice you made?
Yeah. Yes. Like you have the money, you could renovate if you want to.
But you don't. You just choose not to.
Yes.
Let us know.
Yes. Well, Bella, I love bowling. I love House hunting?
I think I definitely love houses more, but you for sure love bowling.
I also love money.
I know.